Three,
So 3, 2, 1.
2, 1. Robotics
Assemble.
Assemble.
Oh,
Yay!
clap.
oh,
I know
Hello
this
and
thing.
welcome to Robotics Assemble, a Saints Robotics production. Today, I'm your host, Nikhil Devasetti, and I'm joined by Aditya Shrey. And our two special guests for today, Nikita and Aryan. These guys are alumni, meaning that they are the boomers who know more than who know more than anybody here right now. And finally, we also have our fifth and hidden member, like last time. We have Meg. I think you guys should introduce yourselves, starting with Shrey.
Well, you already know me. I'm a co-host for this one with Nikhil, and I'm the president of Saints Robotics, but it's probably more interesting to see who Nikita and Aryan are. So Nikita, who are
Yeah.
you?
Hello, I'm Nikita. I graduated last year. I was the secretary in my senior year, and before that, I was just like there, existing, doing lots of different things. I was on build and like imagery and everything. We did a bunch of stuff.
yeah.
And
I'll introduce myself, I guess. I'm Aryan. I was the vice president last year. I am also a alumni. And before that, I was a programmer in my junior year. And before that, I was in Arkansas.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how is the transition from Arkansas to Washington?
Strange, but a lot better because of Saints Robotics.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
awesome family. But
Big,
I know,
great family.
Nikhil, if we have time for this, do you want to quickly ask them how their transition to college has been? I know both of them started college this week.
Yeah. The transition to
Online.
Zoom college. How was that, guys? It's
The
very
hardest part
timely.
is waking up at 8 a.m.
Yeah, dude,
like,
but 8 a.m.s are terrible, I swear.
it's okay. And like art history is low key my hardest class right now.
For real.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult. It's kind of actually difficult. That's
So you guys
okay.
have like homework already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Homework
Got a
that I
one
should have
assignment
been
next
doing.
week.
Oh no.
Should have been
Whoa.
doing just before this
Tough.
class, but I blew it off. Just
Aren't
before
you
this
guys
class.
also running off a different time zone since your schools are?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
I go to UMass, UMass Amherst, so I'm 3 hours late,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess 3 hours early.
Early,
because
yeah.
I have to wake up 3 hours, or like I was supposed to have classes at 11:15 because I was planning on sleeping in,
Mhm.
but I have to wake up at 8.
8.
So.
Yes.
And are you-
I am at
you-
University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, which means I am only 2 hours early. But I plan my classes to be at 10 a.m. because that's when I usually wake up. So I also have 8 a.m.s, which
Oh.
As in, you normally wake up at 8 or 10.
10.
Okay.
So you guys have
That's
to
like
sleep early now. Imagine
On
that.
some days, yeah.
Yeah, or just don't sleep, you know. It's not
Ah.
like I'm going anywhere anyways. I don't really have anything to expend my energy on.
How many hours of your day do you sit in that chair?
That's a loaded
Not
question.
very many. I try to avoid sitting in this chair unless I'm doing something on my computer.
Okay,
I sit in
it's-
this chair for like at least 10 hours. I'm not gonna lie.
In this chair,
I'm
maybe
joking.
like-
Does
It's
your
not 10
back
hours.
not hurt?
Are you in
In the
that
chair I'm sitting on
specific
right now,
chair?
maybe, like-
in your gaming chair? Yeah.
in maybe 4 hours because I usually go to class here, but most of my day is spent. Well, I don't know if they're going to see the camera on that couch, which is where I waste my day away watching YouTube and TikTok.
Okay.
Nice. All right. So basically, we have gathered you guys here today because you guys are alumni. So you guys know a little bit more about our robotics team before we joined. So first of all, why did you guys join robotics? Like our robotics team? Because you could have joined any robotics team, but why Saints Robotics? And why did you stay?
Honestly, I've been wanting to join a robotics team for a very long time, and there was I did FLL when I was a kid, here at Somerset, and there was not an opportunity at my school in Arkansas. So when I came back, I was very excited to branch out and do all these new engineering things, such as robotics, and also to meet new people. And I'm really glad I joined because I met so many amazing people and done so many cool things. And
How about you, Nikita? Why did you join Saints Robotics?
Basically, I started doing robotics in like 6th grade, maybe 7th grade. So, when I got into high school, I was like, I thought I was over robotics 'cause I'd been doing like programming and stuff, and I didn't like doing robotics programming. But then Miss Serlu found out I did robotics because she knew my mom or something, and she was like, she would like, she just convinced me. She was like, "You have to join robotics. You have to join robotics." So you were pressured into joining robotics by Miss Serlu. But it was also because I had just finished the FTC season like my freshman year, so I wasn't like looking to join FRC until like later on. But I'm glad I did. Like I ended up sticking here for that long, so I must have
Mhm.
liked it.
That's good. Hopefully you weren't forced for too long. And by the way, Miss
No.
Serlu, Miss Serlu is one of our mentors at Saints Robotics. Hopefully
Yeah.
she'll be on the podcast
Oh,
later.
context.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
Another time. Yeah. So like, why did you guys stay? Because for Aryan, he liked robotics, so that's probably one of the reasons he stayed. But like, Nikita, you said you were forced into this.
Yeah, I
Is that
was.
right?
I was like,
She was held at
help,
your
find a
force.
knife point. Actually, no.
Yeah.
After I joined like the first year, it was still kind of hard because it was a little bit clicky. But basically after my sophomore year, I stuck through it because I was like, yeah, it's good to be in a club and everything, and it was fun to like be in robotics and go to competitions. But like after sophomore year, I ended up making like lots of friends with like the upperclassmen, and then like actually starting to like care about the team as a whole. And I ended up getting like really into it junior year, and like senior year was like gonna be like the peak. I was so looking forward to everything, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, like Corona. But
Ah,
it ended up being like such a big part of my life. Like I really liked it, and so I just stuck
Mhm.
through it all.
yeah. How
That's
about
good.
you, Aryan?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I initially joined because I was like, here is an engineering thing that looks cool, and like I could learn new things, and I could put it on my resume. I'm sure it looks good. And then I met the people, and I felt the atmosphere, and it was like a full team and like a family, and I got like really into it,
Mhm.
and I felt like I meshed really well with like almost everyone, and I was really enjoying my time there, and I don't know, I just genuinely loved being there and doing whatever and being with those people, and I stuck through, and I had a good
Yeah.
time, and I'm sad it came to an end.
Yeah,
It's
and in the
you're still
worst way
an
possible
alumni.
too.
You're part of this podcast. You're still a part of the team,
Yeah.
as are the
Thank
rest
you.
of our alumni
Yeah.
and mentors. Well, Nikhil, I'm going to ask you the same question. Why did you stay, and what made you join robotics? Let's get to know
Oh,
our host better.
All right. So I joined robotics because my friend Sanjit was like, "Hey, we have a robotics team."
No way.
and
Okay.
then,
whoa.
and then yeah, and I was like, "Whoa, robotics, you say?" I was like, "The real robots are like the Lego," and he's like, "The real metal robots," and I was into it. I was like, "Dang, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard of." And then I joined, and then I stayed because I found out that robotics was not just building the robot, but like doing stuff like the podcast where you're, media, making posters, getting business grants, and like all of this different things. And I was just very interested, and I wanted to do a lot of it because like I like jumping around places, doing a lot of things. So that's what I found myself really liking because I'm doing this podcast here, and then I could also like help with building the robot or designing the robot now. And I just really like doing all of that. And then I found out that most of my friend groups also really likes robotics and they also go to robotics, and then basically now my my life is now revolved around this robotics team because it's just a lot of fun. How about you, the
Excellent.
president of robotics?
Well, I'm pretty sure I followed you to the student orientation, the freshman orientation. A lot of a lot of peer pressure into knowing how I came. But yeah, so there was the freshman orientation, not student orientation, and then they all did the presentations, and then we went around to each of the leads and directors and everything, and then I went up to Jeremy and Ananya, who are currently alumni, and yeah, so I decided to stick with business because I took a look at the business binders and was like, wow. But later on, I joined mainly because of the community, right? That's something that all of us have said here. but the community is the best part of robotics, and I felt really like I was part of a different family.
So now we're gonna move on to our next segment, which is the history of Saints Robotics. We understand why we're here, but why is the club here, right? Well,
Exactly.
Saints Robotics was established in 2006.
During
2005 probably. We competed in
the
2006.
2005 and 2006 school year.
Yeah, 2005 and 2006 school year. And so that means we're technically a 15-year-old club. Our robotics team can officially drive now, guys. Can officially get a permit. It's kind of nice.
If it's 15, then it's probably wait,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm a
He's
little
also
older
a
than it.
freshman, I think.
Yeah, they're probably freshmen younger than our team.
That's wild to think about.
Yeah. Our robotics team is becoming a very big boomer now.
Not quite yet. A couple more
15-year-old
years.
boomer.
It's got
Yeah,
some time.
15. It's a boomer team.
Then I guess we all are boomers here.
Oh,
We do have like a 4-digit team number, so
1899, established in
this is
1899.
a young one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I'm pretty sure other teams, I don't know. What numbers are they in?
NRG is like the smallest one that I know,
No,
right? At
Titans
948.
22.
But like yeah. So NRG and Titans will have 3-digit.
Yeah.
But like we still have a really small one. 1899 is tiny compared to like the numbers we're at now. We're in like 6 digits or something.
We're not in 6 digits. We're at
I
like
thought we were like 7.
8,000.
Yeah.
We're at 8,000. We're still in 4 digits.
Yeah, we're definitely
No.
still in 4 digits,
Farther.
but they're just really large. I
How
think
are
it's
we?
the other like FLL teams that are
Did
larger.
you
Oh,
think
that's
it was
probably it.
100,000 teams?
That's
That'd
fine.
be a lot
would
of
be a lot of
competition.
No, because the FLL ones go up to 6, or maybe FTC, because like one of the other ones goes up to 6 digits.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Their teams
wild.
are also a lot smaller.
Yeah.
And
So, yeah.
require a lot less money. I don't know if you guys talk about that. But...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's expensive here.
So yeah. So over like the big 15-year timeline of our robotics thing, I think for me the most major part was the move. The move from the school to our current headquarters. I like to call it the headquarters because it sounds super official at Ivanhoe. So I actually have no idea how life before the move was, but I think you guys have a better idea of what life before the move was. Do you?
I think Nikita has a better idea.
I am
came
the
back
only one.
Ah,
Yeah. So before the move, our robotics team worked in 2 computer labs, a shed, and a closet.
A
Our
closet?
school really the programming. Um,
Wow.
when it was raining outside, we'd like walk over like a big puddle that had like a plank of wood over it from the computer lab to the shed, so we could like saw something in half or like dig through all the cables that are just kept in the shed. It was like really like put together. We'd have to like practice in the cafeteria like after the janitors were gone. I forget exactly how we event like us with like the other Bellevue teams like petitioned, I think, the Bellevue School Foundation or something, and we're like, we like actually need a proper space to do robotics, and they were very nice to us, and they gave us like the old warehouse at Ivanhoe, and we basically made it our new home, and it's way nicer to work there. Like we have a whole practice space, like we can like the robot can go around, everyone has space to do their own thing, nobody's in a closet. I mean, we have like a small room, but nobody's like working in there unless they have to. Like it's there's no going to a shed
Is
or
it larger
anything.
than
It's
the
great.
closet? Is that
It's
room large?
way
Yeah.
bigger.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we still
think so.
have some point.
We have like smaller rooms.
No, during like the heat of the year where people still can't find spots to work.
Yeah, but I think it's because we want to spread out. It's definitely a lot better than it was before. And
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate it a lot.
I can tell. It's like I would not want to work out of 2 computer labs, a closet and shed. And I'm assuming
Yeah.
there's a lot of space between it, so you would have to like walk a lot if you want to get to like a shed.
And
Well,
or,
the
like,
computer labs were like near each other. They were like in the 1800 wing. Like the 2 computer labs were video production and like
Shed that's like
digital.
across the road, right?
Yeah, or not
Yeah.
across the road. It was across the like path, but it was like really bad when it was raining, and because it was a computer lab, you can't actually like work near the computers because you're like
Yeah.
sawing things and there's like things
I'm-
going on everywhere. You can
I'm
like
pretty
barely
sure-
eat.
We always have to clean up, right? Is that true?
Yep, we always always have to clean up every
And
time,
then
pack
now-
everything away nicely.
And now we occasionally clean up.
Yeah,
Clean up
Not
every
as
so
good,
often.
but we try.
We clean up every time.
But it's kind of like a good thing that we don't have to clean up because it means like we can leave projects we're working on. So it's actually really helpful instead of having to like leave a project halfway done and you're throwing everything in like a shed or a closet because like it's time to leave now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now we can also work longer, right? In
Mhm.
Ivanhoe, compared to like we'd have to leave when school ends or like
Like
Little
when the club
tutorial
time was
time,
over.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
so we'll be able to have longer
a lot more
bills, I guess.
flexibility.
Yeah.
We have weekend meetings.
We had weekend meetings then too.
Oh, you did.
Oh.
They were just it's just like
Shorter.
easier for the like yeah, it's just like a lot easier for the mentors to decide when and where. The only thing is like getting there is hard, so like introducing freshmen to the club I think is a little more difficult, but
Yeah,
I think it's definitely worth it.
we were just driving a pod of like 100 freshmen on the first day to Ivanhoe.
Yeah.
Do you want to
It was
talk
just
about that a
following
little bit?
us.
Since
Yeah, because
Nikhil and I both joined that year when we were doing the
Yeah.
transition, and I think the team started a little later when they had their
Yeah, because
orientation.
because with this move, we have a lot more benefits than the cons, but the cons are there, and one of them is like the accessibility to the building for like
Mhm.
people who weren't here. Because for me, like on the first orientation meeting for robotics in freshman year, I actually missed it because I was told that it was
Wait.
gonna be in the like bottom area, like whatever, like
The like language
portable room.
building.
Yeah, the language building. So I
Oh,
went there, but I went there late, and then everyone left already, and I had no idea where Ivanhoe was. So I just had to like stay back and come to the meeting after that.
Wait,
So
Nikhil, did I not follow you then? To
no,
the
you
freshman
did.
orientation?
We missed it, or you went there before I did.
So
Wait.
then he couldn't have followed you if you went there
Oh,
before
no.
you.
I do remember during the first meeting when you guys were moving, you had the like orientation meeting in the World Language Building.
Yeah,
think
I
it
went to that one.
It was
Wait,
almost
I
like radio silence for a few months while you guys were moving everything. Because I don't remember
Mhm.
getting like any
Ah.
communications. And then you guys like,
Maybe-
all right, it's all like done. Come and hang out. Come and do.
Maybe I
robotics."
got my timeline wrong. Maybe this was for another
Hmm.
club. I'm not sure.
Wait.
No, it sounds like it was robotics. It was
Yeah, I
just
think
it's
it's
just like hard to
robotics.
remember now. It's been so long.
Yeah.
It's been
Mhm.
so long. I'm so old now. I'm a junior.
Yeah.
Junior,
boomer.
yeah.
Oh God, I still
I-
think
How's
you
it
guys
feel?
are freshmen.
I know.
No, we're getting
So
old.
we're
It's so
we're
weird.
upperclassmen, so that's great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We can now
Officially.
bully the lower classmen, underclassmen, not lower.
I don't know. It just feels a little odd since we're getting
Yeah.
more freshmen again.
That's so weird.
As a sidetrack, Nikita, we actually petitioned with the rest of the teams to the school board.
The school board? Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't remember which one
No,
it was.
I remember this because at the end of the year, a freshman
Mhm.
year for us, I had to write a letter that Shravan would read, our president would read out loud
I remember.
and present to the school board. And I didn't
Yeah.
know what we were complaining about originally. We weren't this. Sorry, let me
I'm gonna
rephrase
say
that.
thank you.
We were
Yeah.
but like the pain we used to have, I had to talk
Mhm.
about that and say how it was so much better now with this new space. So not complaining, but praising them for giving us the space and thank you.
Yeah.
I think you as the freshman write that letter.
No,
Because they
I
were the
had
only
help from
people
Jeremy,
in.
so
Oh, okay.
but I was the
Because
freshman who wrote it, and that's
all
what you
of
do with freshmen.
what's it called? All of business development was like freshman, and then like
And then
Nadia and
senior,
Jeremy.
yeah.
Nadia was.
And I was like some bonus communications person who just like floated around wherever I wanted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
I
was
mean-
like you and Simon vibing in a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon is our media. The person who made the
Was.
website was our media.
Was. Oh,
Was
it's
our
been so
media.
long.
No,
And now it's Meg, part of
Yeah,
Immegri.
go Meg.
Yeah. Yeah. Big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon also made our website, so that's pretty cool.
And
Yeah.
all of our.
And the sweatshirts.
And the sweatshirt.
Yeah. Nikhil, this is a perfect segment to talk about our merch.
Yes, please go to saintsrobotics.com to buy our merch. There's a link on the website to our merch store where you can buy our merch. We have Woody Flowers leggings and socks. And we also have really nice merch. Something like what Shrey's wearing.
No, we
But
don't
not
have
not
that.
not exactly what Shrey's wearing, but some really cool designs. So go check us out at saintsrobotics.com.
This isn't us. This is us plugging our merch, but we don't actually get any money from it, so you should just
Yeah.
check it out anyway.
We just think it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to plug something, until we get a sponsor
Feels
segment.
good.
Until we get a
doing that.
sponsor,
You know,
and you can
I can
email
grab
us.
my sweatshirt. Do you want me to grab it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
grab
got
it.
a hoodie. Should I grab
One
the
second.
Sure,
Is
yeah,
it
you
out?
guys-
Okay, I guess this is a display of what we have. We'll wait. Well,
Wait.
Nikhil, while both of them
Well,
aren't here.
So yeah, we can talk about what we like about our new club because that's what like our new space. So what's your favorite part about the new space?
New space. I don't know. I really like the front. So we have a lot of gear that separates it, so it doesn't feel like one entire
Never
room, but
mind,
it feels
mine's in the
like different
laundry.
parts.
I
Even though it
forgot.
does still feel
Ah,
connected. There we
look at
go.
that design.
Arian's here with his sweatshirt.
It's a pretty nice design. Turn
Exactly. Go
it
check
like
it out.
90 degrees or something. Oh, wait, no, it is like that. Never mind.
It is like that.
It is
some
like that.
flowers.
A lot of
There's
flowers.
some other ones too, but I only have the
And there's
flower.
different colors. So yeah.
There's a version of it that says instead of 1899,
A
it says
gearbox. There's
Yeah.
one that has
Mhm.
a gearbox on it.
Yeah, go buy our merch, guys. We don't get money from it, but it's a good way to support us morally
In the fresh community.
in the
Yes.
future.
it has our branding. It's
Somewhat of our branding. I mean, we don't
So-
have any flowers on our logo, but
Okay, but it
That's
has our
fine.
team
It has
number.
Team
it has our
1899.
number. Okay,
That's what
fair.
matters.
Yeah. So, but okay. So now, as we were talking about the new space, right? The new space. So, what is your favorite spot or like part of the new space? What is the favorite part of the new space? Because for me, it's that back room. I really
Okay,
like that.
I was about to
I
say
was
the
gonna
same
say the
thing.
corner room. Yeah.
I
like,
stole it. So you
everything's-
guys have to say something else.
No,
I like
everything
that.
is great.
Yeah,
But like
everything
that
is
room
good.
is just like so fun when you've like or like either you've got something really important to do, so it's quiet and you're the
Mhm.
only person in there, or you've squished like 10 people into a room
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
4 people and like 8 boxes of ramen and
A lot
leftovers.
has happened in that room. Now thinking
great.
about
Yeah.
it.
It's so
What?
fun just like being in there.
That room is like where all the big brain ideas come out of.
Yes,
Exactly. It's that one
That
room.
is true.
It's a tiny table. I like the one to the right when you enter the building. Ivanhoe.
Yeah, that's also fun.
Yeah.
It's just like a corner that you switch people into and you mess around in. Plug.
Those are interesting spots, guys. We all chose the exact same spot.
Not me.
Not
Yeah,
except
what
for
was your
Shay.
But
Well,
I do like that room. I will
yeah,
say.
except for Shay.
It's
So
doing-
another cool part of our club from the very beginning, from 2005, was our team material design. Like our team identity was like that wood, right? We used to build our robots out of wood. We still have wood accents now, but we're using metal builds now. But that wood identity. So do you guys want to explain what that was? Either Aryan or Nikita.
Uh, we built our stuff out of wood that we got.
But why?
donated,
Why?
Bought from.
You know,
Dunlop.
I'm not.
It was.
I don't
cheap.
know
I think
why
it was there before then.
it
I think we just
was.
have to
It
keep
was there when I
interviewing each
joined.
of the alumni,
Yeah,
and figuring out what
so
happened.
that's-
Just so
I just
so
we're
the
looking
remember,
back one year,
um,
and we're gonna keep going back until we.
Yeah.
I just
find it.
remember like because we made a wood robot for Steamworks, I think my sophomore year? Freshman year, for my freshman year.
Mhm.
We made a wood robot that was like one of the coolest robots we ever made, and we used it as our like our show bot for like everything, and like
Oh
we
wait, is that
won
the?
a design award for it. We didn't cause it, but
It's the
because
one that's.
Is that
steampunk
our
and
demo bot
wooden
for this year?
robot, like it really like kind of meshed really well, and we put a really like nice gloss like stain on it. It looked great. It was such a beautiful robot.
Is that the one we used for outreach events this year?
Yeah.
Or last
Yeah,
year?
we've used it for
Occasionally.
like, since then.
Okay.
Whoa, so it's a
Mostly,
old
yeah.
robot.
It
It's
is.
falling apart now, but it's had a long
Yeah.
run, so it's okay.
Yeah.
A counterpoint. The year after that was Power Up, and that's I'm assuming why we stopped using wooden robots.
Yeah.
What happened then?
We
What
had
happened?
wooden
What
wings.
year?
Why did we
So this
stop?
is-
We basically had wooden wings that were meant to pick up other robots, but
Oh.
robots are
I-
heavy. Wooden
Mhm.
wings, not that strong. We ended up driving a chassis bot for most of that competition.
Oh no.
But it's okay. We came back strong the year
We
after.
came, yeah,
Came
It's
back
okay,
strong.
we came
2019.
back.
and we went to Worlds.
Yeah, and we were gonna do it again 2020, and I believe in you guys. You're gonna do it
Yeah.
this year.
We'll do
if-
it. Yeah,
You know, if we have a
This
robot.
year, next year, whenever you
Corona.
guys can.
It'll happen.
It will.
it will happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So yeah, that's our team identity with that.
So
Uh,
wood. We also
wooden
oh,
team identity.
I'm stepping back, but we've also got the pins that we make out of wood, and then the
Yeah, wood
crates.
pins.
Crates. What else? Oh, our binders.
Our
Oh my
binders are
goodness,
what?
the
Oh,
binder.
The wood
Nikita,
binders.
I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
started working on the binders the first year
I
we had
I had
wooden
an
binders.
idea that was like, what if we made binders out of wood to like match our aesthetic? Because we were like having a huge discussion about our like team aesthetic and stuff. Because Simon was making merch, and I was like, we should make wooden binders. And I don't know very much about CAD or like 3D design, but Simon helped us a lot with that, and we made our first wooden binder. And then the year after that, so that was like 2019, and the year after that, 2020, we I think managed to make all 4 of our team binders out of wood and have them be like look
Mhm.
exactly the same. So the first year was kind of like a janky job. We just wanted it to like it was an idea that we were putting out there, and we kind of got it working. But like the last year, we were able to like get it looking like really nice, and we had this like nice shiny paper we put in the back of
Mhm.
it to like match the like Star
oh,
Wars aesthetic of like the game that year. We had the name on the robot, had the same like shiny paper, the same cutout of wood. It looked really good. Everything was like matching so nicely. I was so happy with it.
Yeah,
We
so we
actually
had
had
like
5 binders, and Nikhil did a lot of drilling. No,
I
5
was
for 2020. If yeah,
Oh, I think it's, but that's great. The more wooden binders, the better.
yeah,
I'm pretty
like
sure I asked Nikhil with the other members to drill some holes in it, so we could fit the what's it called? I'm not sure.
The like
the
the
binder,
binder
the
like
bolts.
Binder
clasp
hooks.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hooks.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty cool. So we have our own team identity, but we also have a community identity, right? Guess what the community identity is called, guys? The
Help me.
Bellevue Alliance.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not
Okay.
interesting.
I was slightly confused, but
Yeah, okay.
I
You
wasn't
know
sure
what?
what that was
It's fine.
Here,
It's fine.
you can take that again. I thought you were gonna say helping hounds.
No,
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 helping
okay.
hounds is
Our
something else. We'll have to figure out within an alumni what is helping hounds and what happened to it, since I don't know what it is, and neither
neither
does
do I.
anyone else.
I don't know either.
I just assumed
Yeah.
it was our general outreach program, but I guess not.
I mean, as business lead and outreach, as a part of it, I have no clue.
Nikita, care to shed some light?
I don't know. I don't know. It was before.
God, okay.
And neither do some of our mentors. So
Yeah.
we'll have to figure that out. And it's
But yeah, so the Bellevue Alliance, right?
mm-hmm. What is it, Nikhil?
What's with the Bellevue Alliance? I mean, what is it, guys? Can you would you care to explain? I'm confused.
Wait, okay, sorry, tangent. You sounded like Peter Griffin going, "What's the deal with airplane food?" I guess like, whoa.
Okay, so
Okay.
going
We
back.
have
All right,
What's
come
the
back
Bell-
in. Sorry.
what's the Bellevue Alliance? So Nikhil, do you want to try answering that?
So the Bellevue Alliance is basically the Bellevue Robotics Teams United, right? The Bellevue School District Robotics Teams United. So we have in there Newport NRG, we have Titans, we have Bellevue, right? Bellevue High School has a robotics team,
Wolverine Robotics.
Wolverine Robotics, and then Saints Robotics. I don't know if you guys heard of these
Spanish.
guys.
Did you say Robototes?
We need
Yeah,
Robototes.
Robototes and Saints Robotics, as I said again. Yeah,
And I'll
They're
read
very
out the
small
team
club.
numbers.
they're a very cool
There's-
club.
Yeah.
492 as the Titan Robotics, 948 as NRG, 949 as Wolverine, 1899 as Saints Robotics, which you should know, and 2412 as Robototes.
Yeah.
And so these are just, yeah.
Written down.
No, I went to their website.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So it's the
Bellevue
BellevueAlliance.com.
Oh, we have a
There-
website now.
We have a website?
Yeah,
Hold up.
Yeah, guys, we have a website.
they're working on it. It's still in
Yeah.
progress, but it's
So,
pretty
do you guys
good.
know when this Bellevue Alliance started,
I
or
think
was
it
it
was
just?
I think
So,
it was my
Last year,
sophomore
right?
year.
Beginning of last year.
Like no, not the
Like,
beginning.
our
Yeah,
team.
in between my sophomore and junior year. So yeah.
So
I thought it was
last year,
beginning of
huh?
our junior year.
That's when
I
it
don't know.
really started like ramping up. But do
I
you know?
think it existed before that, but
Do you
I
know
don't know
Dian
what.
Avocet? Like what year they were together as president and vice president?
Yeah, that was my sophomore year.
Yeah, I
So
think they started something that year too.
2016.
But that was just them talking in a smaller group. I'm not sure if it
Yeah.
was the Bellevue Alliance.
I don't think it was called the Bellevue Alliance until
Yeah.
2018.
Later.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but why was this Bellevue Alliance created?
I think it was just to foster relations amongst each of the teams, right? Since we're each a part of the Bellevue School District and
Mhm.
we're so close by, we can rely on each other's resources and still compete against
Yeah,
each
it's
other,
like-
but also with each other at the same time.
Also,
Yeah.
if you guys
Coopetition.
We're actually going to talk about the rest of the Bellevue Alliance with Shravan, who was heavily invested in it last year, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, 2019, 2020, or maybe earlier. But yeah, we'll have another video with him, pod with him, and we'll figure that out. Because there
Yeah.
is a lot to know about our team.
A lot of mystery in that.
Yeah.
No, not really, but yeah.
No.
But anyways,
Huh.
so we already hinted about this a little bit before, but like, how well did we do in competition before last year? Like before, like
What
we
year?
switched
What year?
places.
So 2018,
Uh,
2019.
probably your freshman year onwards, Nikita.
So freshman year was Steamworks, what I talked about. We did pretty good. We were like a really wanted robot for selection for teams alliance selections at the end because our climber worked really well. But that was kind of it. We weren't really effective in anything else. Power Up was a bad year. We avoid talking about it. We were a chassis bot for far too long. What year was after that? What was am I?
then it was Deep
Then it
What
was
is the
our year.
name?
Deep
Then
Space.
it was
What
your
is
freshman year.
Deep Space? I could not remember the name of the game. We
Our
were
freshman year.
pretty good. We were pretty good that year.
Sachaden played God tier.
Drivers.
So Chaden,
Really, really good
Yeah.
drivers. We
He's
were
really
an
good.
amazing
Probably
team.
get Sachaden on here talk about how to be a god tier
It would be
driver.
interesting to see him
Yes.
talk to the new drivers for next year or whatever year.
Yeah.
Giving
He knew
words of advice.
Delaney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also whoever else decides to join.
That was also our first year doing Swerve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, first you're doing Swerve, and it worked out really well. And we
It
did
worked out
Swerve
very well.
last year as well.
And so we
Mm,
continued using Swerve into next year or last year.
Yeah. And then 2019, 2020 was like we had a good start. Like it just got cut off because of like Corona.
Yeah,
but
everything.
we were looking. I think it was looking really good, and we were like, we had some good driving. We had a really efficient robot, which is like something we like have a hard time doing sometimes. Where like we'll just kind of put the robot together, and it's not like good at like repetitively doing things. But like
Mhm.
last year, we were like on track.
We were doing very well with how.
Yeah, I think we made Alliance captain. I think.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah,
for the
we
first
did.
time.
Alliance captain.
Oh my goodness, for the first time in
Yeah.
since like
A long
for
time.
years.
Years.
Like
Yeah,
years,
more than
years.
a couple years.
I think since like the last time we got a blue ribbon.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think
Really?
we were like
Wow.
What do you-
I would go.
Yeah. So
um,
we've been doing we're going up with a very
we're going
Yeah.
steady curve. So yeah,
Yes.
hopefully next year, or I mean this year,
this year.
we'll do
Exponential growth.
even better.
It'll
We'll
be
do
even
even better.
better.
Yeah.
We'll
Even-
be first Alliance captain. That's what we'll
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
made it to districts last year or the year before last year
Mm-hmm.
for the first time and
A
since
while.
the blue ribbon. So that was like really cool too.
Yeah.
I forget when that was. Was it 2011 or am I? Like,
I think it's 2011 or the blue
Right.
ribbon.
so.
We got a ribbon in
2013. I don't
2013.
remember it.
I can
We
check.
definitely have a ribbon from 2013.
So maybe it was 2013. Then.
Yeah.
But
Pretty sure.
yeah, first time in seven years we made it
Wow.
to districts, and then
Yeah.
And then
this
we went to
last
Worlds.
year, yeah,
Kind of.
We
yeah,
went
we
there.
made it to
How
Worlds.
we got there? Not
We
really.
went to Worlds. We went to
Kind
Worlds.
of.
It was great. It was a good experience. I'm
Competed
really
in
glad we did that.
Worlds.
Yeah. Yeah. So
wild
so
card.
we've had a rich history so far in robotics.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
worries.
So, and in that time, we have like a lot of bad moments, good moments, favorite moments, and funny
Oh my gosh.
moments, right?
I
Funny moment.
have one.
So, what is
Oh.
your favorite slash funniest moment of like your entire robotics like career? I guess.
It was with Wesley, Kowal, and Ishan for the first one. Actually, two Ishans were involved. I believe. Yeah, 2 Ishans. But in the first one, when we were, where did we stop? Because there was a storm somewhere at Worlds.
We took away
Oh,
our
We were
Dallas?
in Dallas.
Okay,
I
the first
imagine
stop was
being part
Dallas,
of
right?
that plan, guys.
I don't remember the Texas 30s. So we were at Dallas first?
Houston. Then we went to
We-
Houston.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dallas.
so we were at Dallas first. So at the Dallas hotel, we were about to sleep. We were on the first floor, but it was raining pretty hard. We heard some thunder or something like that, and we thought it was just some drumming that was going on in the background. And all of us, Ishan and I, and also Wes and Cole, we were frightened because we couldn't sleep for a couple hours because we heard that what's it called, drumming, and it was weird. But that was fine. We played games and then we slept. So the next day after the competition, at the night, the first night of it, we and this is at Houston at the Houston hotel. We hear the screeching and we think it's a ghost. And we can't sleep. We're all just stuck up. We're just watching TV. We're like, "Hey, we can't sleep. There's a screeching. There must be a ghost."
It's
Right?
past curfew too.
It's past curfew.
Right? And then we all make a bunch of jokes about it. I don't remember, but this one night, I don't remember if it was the first or the second, we actually called Ananya, Avisa, and Nikita over to help us out and figure out what was going on. It wasn't a ghost, I'll tell you that. But yeah, they're like, "Oh, just go get some sleep," and then they left essentially after that. But it was actually just the elevator. Oh my God, it was so
Okay, so they thought that elevator was a ghost.
Hiding in
And
the
then let me continue
no
the
one was
story.
hiding.
Okay,
Okay, but there was one
then
time
they
I
came
can't.
back
I
to
don't.
our thing. They came back to the normal hotel that we were all at, and then they
Yeah.
called us again. So we were about to go to sleep,
Oh,
and then I get a call, and I was like, "Oh, someone's calling me. I must be important." And I pick up the phone. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And then I just hear screaming on the other side, and then I'm like, "Guys, what happened? What happened, guys?" And then they're just like, "Ghost." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna go sleep now."
Oh my gosh.
another thing with it, I believe we were all about to. So we were just all settling in. I was taking a shower. It was night. I knocked on the shower door, or sorry, the wall of the shower, and not 3 times. No, they thought someone else at the door was knocking. They open the door and don't see anybody. Right after that, after the knocking, they knock on my door at the shower door and the room to the bathroom, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go downstairs and ask if we can get another room." They weren't able to get another room.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know
And
you
it-
guys tried to get out of the room.
Wait, what was? Okay, there was one story at Worlds about someone hiding in a closet, and
No,
like,
that wasn't us.
that was Brian. That was Brian in my room.
I'm sure it was Brian. Of
That was
course, Brian's hiding in a
my room
closet.
and out.
Iconic.
So basically, a story that I have, it happened very recently. So we were trying to put in a whiteboard in our back room recently. So, and then to put in this whiteboard, we had to drill holes in the wall. And let's just say that our stud finder broke. So we weren't able to find the studs. So what we ended up doing was we had a drill. We had a rough idea where the studs were, and then we kept on drilling holes into the wall to find
Are
studs.
the holes still visible? This is in our
No,
fake.
no, the whiteboard covers the holes now.
I never.
It's a recent thing. So some man is gonna remove that whiteboard one day, and he's gonna find a bunch of holes behind that wall, and now they're gonna know the story of why.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love that.
Oh,
and then we tried.
with that project. It was like me and Kevel, and like
Yeah.
I mean, it's
started.
nice. I just saw the board one day and was really happy.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like,
Oh,
That
you
one
just
really
told me to
needed.
do it. I was like, all right.
Yeah. My other story was also Worlds, which was just I don't know if you guys
It
are.
was an exciting time. Hopefully, we'll get to go there
Yeah.
again.
But can you? I don't know if you guys have the picture of everyone just passed out.
it's a video. I took it, and that was right after I'd woken up, and I was like, oh my gosh, was I the only one asleep? And no, there are for people asleep on the stands next to me.
Yeah. Oh
There's
my
there's
god.
two other there's twice. One was before the second plane came, which is the one you have, I think, and the other was on like the third.
No, I was
level.
on the second plane.
Wait, you were?
Yes. So that was like after like the second. That was like on the second day there. Everyone was just exhausted.
No, and then there's also one where everyone is on like the third level of the convention center on like the second or third day of it, and it's just
Yeah.
Saints Robotics members on like the entire like maid
It
area.
was like sitting on a bench. It's great. It's so
It
good.
was all the people on the second flight, right? Or like
There was a lot of
the
people on this flight. It's
yeah.
so-
Yeah.
I would like it was a very minority that went on like the first flight and just got there.
Yeah.
Spirit Airlines for the win, guys.
God.
I mean, at least you got there early. That's all. That's,
Yeah.
That's true.
It's fine.
You were there for the entire competition.
We were there in Dallas, and they were like, "Sorry, you guys have to wait another like 13 hours for the next flight."
The airport was
to
so
get
long.
there.
It's fine.
We like woke up at like 4 a.m. She was like Miss Young and Mr. Lee were like, okay, our flight's like really early in the morning, so everyone wake up on time, make sure you get sleep. Nobody got sleep. We slept for like 2 hours in Dallas, and then we woke up like 4 a.m. ready to go to the airport. We get to the airport, and our flight is delayed like 8 hours by the end of it. Like where it's like, oh, it's delayed another hour. Oh, it's delayed another hour. And we were like nobody had to wake up at 4 a.m. for this. But it's okay. We eventually got to the event like hours after it started.
It's fine.
But
At least
it's
we made
okay. It was still fun.
No,
Yeah, it
I
was
mean,
fun.
can't travel much anymore.
It was a
It's
good
really-
experience.
Yeah.
I also
When we-
didn't know there were trees in Texas when I got there. So we got on.
I mean, a bunch of cacti.
You're like, did they
Yeah.
send us back to Seattle?
Super like a desert or something. We got there. I was like, oh, there's like really nice, pretty green
Realize it's
trees.
the middle of a
There were,
city,
tons
right?
of birch trees.
Well,
No, it was on the way from the airport to the.
Oh, I see.
And David was like, "Did you like not know there were trees in Texas?" I was like, no, I don't know.
No,
I
I thought it
a
was just
desert.
I thought it was just
sand and
sand.
grass. Like I don't
It's
know.
I
just
thought it was just a massive
cacti,
desert.
sand.
Yeah, it was
It's
like a
just
really
sand,
pretty
dude.
like meadow too, like full of like birch trees and like really bright green leaves. I was like, oh,
It was just hot. That's all I remember. It was just hot.
Yeah, I just remember the humidity. It's
Yeah, it was
really-
very humid.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very hot.
It was strange.
We had like the AC always.
Yeah.
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 Personal AC.
Well, Nikhil, I guess that's it for this time with stories. What do you get
Yeah.
next?
So next we have our special random robotics news segment. Woo. So basically, I went out and I found an article on sciencedaily.com. And in this article, let me just read you the headline and I want to hear you guys' like honest reaction.
Okay.
So, cyborg technology could enable new diagnostics, merger of humans and AI. Whoa.
That sounds like the most generic headline I've read.
Sorry,
Sorry.
sorry.
I just found it was the first one I thought it was interesting. But yeah,
Okay.
so I saw merger of humans and AI and I was like, we're going to have Terminator on our hands.
I mean,
mean,
aren't
that's
What was it
people
about?
already just I instead of AI?
Yeah, I was
Just-
like, AI right now is kind of dumb, so you're just making like dumber
Humans
people
Yeah.
until it becomes
Wait a
AI.
second.
Like I feel like at the
Wait a
point where
s-
like AI can like mesh with a human, like it will be good enough to do it like without a human. Like like, it
Yeah.
doesn't need a human at that point. And so until then, it's just kind of like fantasy or like, oh yeah, it's a sci-fi movie. Oh my god.
Oh my
Terminator.
god.
I love Terminator though. I love
Yeah,
those
Terminator is a great movie.
movies. Skynet will exist eventually, but I'll probably be
Yeah.
dead by then. Hopefully.
Did you guys know there's like a Chinese company named Skynet?
I hate that. It's
I am
so scary.
unsurprised.
Yeah, and then I think there's like another AI Chinese company that like his entire thing was based on like the guy saw Terminator and thought it was a really cool AI thing and he started building it.
I mean, it is, but
Yeah,
It is,
I mean,
yeah.
cool.
what
We
is,
can
like,
try.
scary?
And then one day we'll have it.
one day we'll have it. Yes, we'll have Skynet, and it was all fun and games until then. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
we
guys
all
think of
die,
cyborgs?
we won't care.
Yeah. But what do you guys think of cyborgs? Do you think you'll want to be a cyborg, like make yourself cooler or not?
I mean, I think like with my limbs, sure, but not with like my brain. I
Like
don't know.
Teen
There's
Titans
a lot.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
would like
Ooh,
that.
yeah.
I don't
Teen
wanna
Titan
become-
cyborg would be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I don't necessarily want it to mesh with my brain. I feel like.
If I'm like thinking realistically, it's not going to be a choice like that. It's going to be like what we have now, where it's like, oh, you don't have a smartphone or boomer. Like, it's gonna be
Yeah,
that.
boomer. You have a
Yeah.
flip
You
phone,
don't have
dude.
You don't have an implant. What are you, like, old?
Yeah, like who are
Like, it's
you?
gonna be like
It's gonna
slow
be-
technologies building up, slowly getting more
Interesting.
into, like, yeah.
more integrated, yeah. And then we're all gonna become cyborgs from Teen Titans.
Yeah.
It's just
There we go.
That's the
phones.
dream.
Yeah, it's like that domino meme, you know? It's like phones, and then it dominoes into you aren't a cyborg, bro.
But would you
Oh,
rather
I
be
know what you're
cyborg
talking
or
about.
Yeah.
Beast
So, yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't think I've watched enough to know.
You should. It's a
I mean,
good
I
show.
know
Okay,
who
but,
they are.
That's like the end of the
Yeah.
thing, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nikhil.
All
for
right,
finding this
that,
article.
great
Maybe
segment.
next
Great
time we
segment.
can actually get
Great segment.
maybe we can get some responses at our email, which is Nikhil. What is it? Remind the audience.
Robotics Assembled podcast at saintsrobotics.com. Everybody, if you have anything you want us to react to, or like if you have a request to be on the podcast, please send it to that email.
Mhm.
Shay, can you say it for us one more time?
Sure, Saints Robotics podcast. Wait, no.
No.
Robotics Assemble
We get
podcast at
podcast
saintsrobotics.com. There
Yeah.
we go. But yeah, we
I think
actually
you-
got one response from one of our alumni, so he'll be on soon. So thank you very much. And we've also got some responses on other platforms from other alumni. So it's been great to know that you've been hearing and listening to us, especially for our pilot one. Hopefully my audio's been better for this one.
Yeah, this support we have seen on multiple social medias has been really great and very inspiring and makes me want to do this more often, you know?
Mhm.
Everyday podcast, guys. Everyday podcast.
Everyday
Good
podcast.
Meg is gonna have a great time
Make it
editing.
happen.
I think you should, consult Meg on that before you make that.
Make that a promise. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that it?
I think that's it
Sounds
for
like it.
today. Today's segment and podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and do you want to do Saints Robotics break?
All right, yeah, we can try it.
All right.
Hopefully it works.
Okay.
All right.
3. It's not Saints Robotics. It's just Robotics break.
It's
break.
robotics
3,
yeah.
3,
2,
2,
1. Robotics.
Robotics break.
Break.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.